All right, here's a review of slope-intercept form of a line or linear equation. A reminder, slope-intercept form is of the form y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope, more on that in just a second, and b is the y-intercept. Y-intercept is always going to be of the form 0, b as an ordered pair. So a reminder about slope. Slope of a line is its rise over run. A reminder, for rise, if we go up, it's in the positive direction. If we go down, it's in the negative direction. When I'm looking at run, I know when going to the right, it's in the positive direction. When going to the left, it's in the negative direction. Positive slopes are, when read from left to right, will be going up, and negative slopes, when read from left to right, will be going down. Looking at the two graphs that I have over here, I'm going to first look at this red line. I could write the equation of the line as y equals, I know the slope, oh, hey, there's the y-intercept. It's at -4, but I'm looking and I see I have a slope of up to right 3. So I have a slope of 2/3. X is my input. That variable is always going to be there. And I also know that my y-intercept is at -1, 2, 3, 4. So y equals 2/3 x minus 4. If I wanted to look at the green line, I could do something similar. I'm going to start at the y-intercept. I'm going to count the slope. I see that I go down 2 units over 1. So I went down 2 units and over 1. And I know x is my input. And I also see that my y-intercept is at -1. So I see that the equation of the line is going to be y equals -2 over 1 is just -2. X is my input minus 1. We're going to actually go backwards down below where we go from the equation, state the slope, the y-intercept as an ordered pair, graph the line showing at least 3 points. So let's see what that looks like. Notice again the instructions, state the slope and y-intercept. The y-intercept I want stated as an ordered pair. That's going to be of the form 0b. Then I want you to sketch the graph of each line, clearly showing the location of 3 points. Looking at this, I see right away 3/4 is my slope. So I'm going to write out slope equals 3/4. I see that the y-coordinate of my y-intercept is -2, so my y-intercept written as an ordered pair is going to be 0, -2. I'm going to start my graphing at the y-intercept, so I'm going to start at 0, -2. I know a slope of 3 over 4, it's positive, so I'm going to end up going up 3, right 4, up 3, right 4. There's point number 2. I notice if I go up 3, right 4, again, I fall off the graph. So instead, I'm going to go down 3, left 4. There's point number 3. Happiness abounds. There's my line. Let's go check out this next one. So I have this equation, y equals -x minus 1. I know that there is, if I don't have a number written in front of x, it's really 1. So I see -1x minus 1. I know that that -1 is my slope, so I know I have a slope of -1. A reminder, that is also the same thing as the fraction of -1 over 1. And my y-intercept, which is the y-coordinate of my y-intercept, is shown right here at -1. I know that the y-intercept written as an ordered pair is going to be 0, -1. I'm going to start at the y-intercept. I'm always going to start at the y-intercept and then just count off my slope. And I know a slope of -1 is down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. And I can continue this for quite some time. I could also go backwards and go up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1. There's my line. I have more than 3 points, but at least 3 points. And then I want to show you one other special case, the line y equals -1. When I'm thinking about this, I know that I'm going to just draw in points where the y value is -1. So I might have a point of 0, -1. I might have another point of 3. That was an arbitrary choice. I could choose anything for x. All that I know is that y is -1. And I could have another point like -2. That was an arbitrary decision. X can be anything. The only thing that I know is y has got to be -1. And there it is. So if I were to plot those points, 0, -1, it's going to be right here. 3, -1, 3, -1, that point's going to be right here. -2, -1, -2, -1, that point's going to be right here. You can see that the line that connects them all is going to be a horizontal line that goes through the y-axis at -1. I like to read this and not sure what, if I cannot remember what kind of line this is. Notice there's no x here. I just have y equals a number. I know that it's always going to cross the y-axis at the stated value. In this case, the stated value is -1. So it's going to cross the y-axis at -1. So it's got to be a horizontal line. You have some practice that I have given you. You're going to do something similar for those 8 problems. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.